Personally, here's where I think they didn't do a very good job, and that was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent, because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season, and I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
Remember when Sheryl Swoopes claimed she had the inside scoop on all the supposed drama in the Fever's locker room? Well, Kelsey Mitchell just completely shattered that theory with one bold move. With a single signature, she didn't just re-sign. With Indiana, she sent a loud and clear message. By choosing to stay, Mitchell not only committed to the Fever's future, but also shut down every wild rumor Swoopes tried to stir up. Talk about setting the record straight in style.
What's up, everybody? Kelsey Mitchell here, and I'm a Fever girl again. So, to my fans, to the basketball world, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back. Indy's been good to me, and hopefully I could pour in and give the same. So, here's to being a Fever girl.
Now here's where it gets really juicy. Kelsey Mitchell didn't just stop at signing with the Fever. Oh no, she's got some choice words that are about to make Sheryl Swoopes eat some serious crow. You won't believe what Mitchell has to say. That's putting Swoopes in her place, all while defending Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, and her pride in calling this team her second home. Get ready, because this story is about to get wild. The drama is heating up, and Mitchell's about to drop some truth bombs. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. Are you ready? Let's dive in.
In the Fever, we're like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
You know what's worse than a pot stirrer? A so-called legend and Hall of Famer doing it. Let's dive into Sheryl Swoopes and her so-called insider info on the Fever. This woman has been spinning stories faster than a basketball on her finger, and it's time we called her out. Picture this. Swoopes, perched on her high horse, drops a bombshell on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. She claims there's a whole lot of drama happening within the Fever. According to her, players are itching to leave, saying things like, "This isn't where I want to be." Really, Sheryl? Because from where we're standing, the Fever just had one of their best seasons in years. Instead of jumping to conclusions, maybe it's time to take a step back and realize the Fever are thriving, while Swoopes is just throwing shade from the sidelines.
What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay. But
I'm talking about more social media.
Okay.
It's a turn.
Right? It's a turn, right? It's really a turn of the tides.
Well,
right?
Gil, here's my point. The beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw.
But wait, there's more. Swoopes didn't just stop at trashing the Fever's team culture. She took aim at Caitlin Clark with the ferocity of a defender after a loose ball. Remember when she tried to downplay Clark's NCAA scoring record? Swoopes went so far as to claim Clark was in her 5th year, a 25-year-old playing against teenagers. Newsflash, Sheryl. Clark was in her 4th year, and last time I checked, she had just turned 23. But that's not all. Swoopes also made bold predictions about Clark's struggles in the WNBA. Well, how's that prediction holding up, Sheryl? Clark just became the first rookie in nearly 2 decades to make the All-WNBA first team. And let's not forget, she broke 62 records in her rookie season. But I guess breaking records left and right is just Swoopes' idea of struggling, huh?
3 WNBA MVPs in your career. Would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
I can't. Bro, Sheryl Swoopes is willing to lie about her own career before she even admits that Caitlin.
Now you might be thinking, maybe Swoopes has a point about the Fever's locker room drama. After all, she's Sheryl Swoopes, right? One would assume that as a WNBA veteran and media reporter, she'd have the inside scoop. Well, guess what? Wrong. Because just recently, Kelsey Mitchell, the very player Swoopes claimed was being mistreated, just re-signed with the Fever. That's right, the same Kelsey Mitchell who Swoopes said wasn't getting the credit she deserved. But here's the kicker. While Swoopes was busy playing armchair GM and spinning wild theories, the Fever management was singing an entirely different tune. Amber Cox, the team's president, couldn't stop praising both Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, emphasizing how pivotal they are to the Fever's future. Looks like the real insiders are celebrating these players, while Swoopes is stuck in her own narrative.
As we get into free agency, the number one priority for us is re-signing Kelsey Mitchell. I think that backcourt was about as lethal as we've seen in the WNBA, and I'm talking maybe in history in the second half of the season last year.
Stephanie White has been absolutely raving about Kelsey Mitchell's importance to the Fever's future. She can't stop praising her role in the team's long-term success. So what's really going on here? Is Sheryl Swoopes just completely out of touch with the team's reality? Or is there something else at play? From where we're sitting, it sure seems like she's trying to stir up drama where there's absolutely none. But here's the kicker. The Fever aren't buying it. They're focused on growth, success, and a bright future, not the rumors Swoopes is trying to spread.
Wouldn't be where we are today without Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, she's clearly a very foundational piece. She's got 7 years of being in and out of this building. She went through a lot.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. What exactly did Kelsey Mitchell say that's putting Sheryl Swoopes in her place? And why is Mitchell so thrilled to be back with the Fever? We're about to dive into that. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. But first, let's talk about sour grapes, because that's exactly what Sheryl Swoopes is serving up, and it's not a good look. Remember when Caitlin Clark won Time Athlete of the Year? That was a monumental moment for women's basketball, the first time a WNBA player had ever snagged that title. You'd think the whole basketball world would be celebrating, right? Well, not Swoopes. Instead of applauding Clark's historic achievement, she chose to question it, serving up some criticism that raised a few eyebrows. It's as if celebrating a major milestone was too much for her to swallow. Let's take a closer look at the drama unfolding behind the scenes.
I'll start with you. What's your reaction to Caitlin Clark winning Time Magazine Athlete of the Year?
I don't think I'm surprised. I'm curious to know who the other candidates were.
Instead of raising a glass to celebrate, Sheryl Swoopes decided to rain on the parade during Gilbert Arenas' podcast. Rather than joining in the applause for Caitlin Clark's Time Athlete of the Year win, she started questioning the award criteria, as though she were some sort of investigative journalist. Is it really just about what you do on the court? She asks almost dismissively. But come on, Sheryl, we all know it's not just about scoring points and dishing out assists. While Clark was undeniably an MVP candidate in the WNBA last season, it's also about impact, about using your platform to inspire, influence, and push the sport forward. And that's exactly what Clark is doing. From her historic back-to-back senior season at Iowa to shattering records as a rookie at Indiana, Clark is doing it all. If Swoopes thinks it's just about numbers, she's missing the bigger picture.
That's the very first WNBA player to ever win Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. It's pretty special. And my question is, like the criteria, is it based off of her performance on the court, which, yeah, she had a great year, or is it more about the impact that she had on the game this season?
But hold up, it gets even more interesting. Sheryl Swoopes then suggests that Aja Wilson should have been nominated instead. Now don't get me wrong, Wilson is incredible on the court, and she's earned her place in the spotlight. But here's the thing, this isn't about comparing players or picking favorites. It's about celebrating a historic moment for women's basketball as a whole. By focusing on one player over another, Swoopes missed the bigger picture entirely. It's almost as if she's so caught up in the details that she's overlooked the monumental achievement for the sport, and honestly, that's kind of a bad look.
Put Aja Wilson in there.
That was just basketball.
So that's what I'm saying. Was it just the performance on the court, or
it's global?
Else?
It's like I think it's everything.
Yeah.
But hold up, it gets even more interesting. Sheryl Swoopes then suggests that Aja Wilson should have been nominated instead. Now don't get me wrong, Wilson is incredible on the court, and she's earned her place in the spotlight. But here's the thing, this isn't about comparing players or picking favorites. It's about celebrating a historic moment for women's basketball as a whole. By focusing on one player over another, Swoopes missed the bigger picture entirely. It's almost as if she's so caught up in the details that she's overlooked the monumental achievement for the sport, and honestly, that's kind of a bad look.
I think Caitlin Clark deserved that award. What Caitlin Clark did, because so many eyeballs were on her, was she is a huge multiplier effect of that.
Let's dive into that shift for a moment. You've probably heard the critics claim that women's basketball just doesn't attract big crowds. Well, Caitlin Clark just shattered that myth. Analysts aren't just talking about her ability to move the needle, they're saying she is the needle. Her impact goes beyond the court. She's redefining what it means to be a star in women's sports, drawing in fans and making waves in ways we've never seen before.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Here's where things get truly intriguing. While Sheryl Swoopes is out here throwing shade, the Indiana Fever are basking in the spotlight. While some are busy spreading negativity, the Fever are thriving, celebrating growth, and embracing the future with open arms.
She and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1.
Jersey #1 is no longer just a number. It's a movement. And the numbers don't lie. The 2024 WNBA season saw a massive surge in viewership and attendance. We're talking arenas packed to the brim, merchandise flying off the shelves, and social media buzzing nonstop. This isn't just a win for Caitlin Clark or the Fever, it's a win for the entire league. Every player is feeling the ripple effect of this increased attention, and it's making waves far beyond the court.
So I think Caitlin, she moves because she knows people follow her no matter where she goes, and she's very strategic about dictating where her value is.
Sheryl Swoopes, once a trailblazer in the WNBA, seems to be stuck in the past. Instead of celebrating Caitlin Clark's monumental success, she's suggesting that Clark's achievements somehow overshadow those of others. It's a textbook case of back-in-my-day syndrome, something we all know isn't a good look, especially for a Hall of Famer. You'd expect someone with Swoopes' legacy to cheer on the next generation, right? Instead, she's trying to rain on their parade. But here's the kicker: the basketball world isn't buying it. Analysts, fans, and current players alike are calling out Swoopes for spreading misinformation and trying to undermine today's talent. It's almost as if she's forgotten that the game is always evolving, always moving forward. And right now, it's moving at Caitlin Clark's pace. The future is bright, and it's being written by players like Clark, not stuck in the past.
Kelsey Mitchell re-signed with the Indiana Fever. Well, wait a minute. No, that's not what Sheryl Swoopes said was going to happen. I mean, she was going to get out of a toxic situation, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. So, let's take a look at this. Man, I got to tell you, Sheryl Swoopes is getting crushed yesterday, today, after Kelsey Mitchell agreed to re-sign.
So here's the million-dollar question. Why is Sheryl Swoopes so bent out of shape about Caitlin Clark's success? Is it jealousy, a desperate grab for relevance, or is there something deeper at play that we're all missing? Let's be real. This isn't just about one award or a single player. This is about the future of women's basketball. It's about recognizing and celebrating the players who are pushing the game to new heights. And right now, Caitlin Clark is front and center in that revolution, leading the charge. Her impact goes beyond stats. It's cultural, it's inspiring, and it's undeniable. So what's really behind Swoopes' resistance to this new wave? Is she simply struggling to adjust, or is there something more complex at work here?
First of all, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing Kelsey how important she is. The Indiana Fever.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So everything about Kelsey Mitchell is core, right? Core values, her core basketball, everything about her is what we're about. And so there was no way she was going anywhere else but the Indiana Fever. So this is a great day for our franchise. It starts with her. Her legacy continues in an Indiana jersey, and we're off to the races now. So.
But you know who else is driving that movement? Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, the same Kelsey Mitchell Sheryl Swoopes claimed was being mistreated by the Fever, the very same one who just re-signed with the team, completely shutting down all those locker room drama rumors. So, what's really going on here? What did Mitchell actually say that's making her so excited to return to the Fever? The truth might surprise you, and trust me, this is a story you won't want to miss. Let's dive in and uncover what's behind the headlines.
Anything you want to say?
No pressure. I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Indiana's been my second home since I went pro, so this is the only city I know. And so to see you guys open your arms up to me, I kind of remember every employee I run into. Whether you're a janitor, camera person, I like to be that person. And so that was a big part of me coming back because I got a chance to meet really great people.
Kelsey Mitchell's decision to re-sign with the Indiana Fever wasn't exactly a surprise to most fans. While rumors about locker room tension and player discontent made the rounds, Mitchell stayed focused, quietly putting pen to paper and securing her future with the team that gave her a chance from the start. Despite the noise, Mitchell's commitment speaks volumes about her loyalty and belief in the Fever's direction.
From the moment Kelsey Mitchell stepped on the floor at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, her time with the Indiana Fever has been memorable, impactful, and historic. Mitchell, she'll pull up. Here's a three. She's got it! And that's a record!
Let's take a step back for a moment. Kelsey Mitchell, the second overall pick in the 2018 WNBA draft, has been the pulse of the Indiana Fever from the very start. Her journey with the team hasn't been a straight line. There have been challenging seasons, coaching changes, and years of rebuilding. But through all the ups and downs, Mitchell has remained steadfast, constantly refining her skills and pushing her game to new heights, season after season. Her resilience is a testament to her commitment and growth.
As Mitchell's career in Indiana continued, the eye-popping performances and awards began to pour in.
Fakes it. Oh! Ankle breaker!
Ooh. For me, I enjoy this process and know that, I'm a pillar of change. I could be one of the ones to say that foundation was laid.
As she would cement her standing among the top players in the entire league.
The 2024 season marked a major turning point for Kelsey Mitchell. She put up a career-best 19.2 points per game, shooting an impressive 46.8% from the field and a scorching 40.2% from beyond the arc. These aren't just stats, they reflect the relentless effort, dedication, and growth that Mitchell has poured into her game. She played in all 40 regular season games, starting 38 of them, and led the Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. Her performance wasn't just a breakout, it was a statement to everyone watching.
I'm excited about our future, but I would never change my past. I know what I had to do to get to this point, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Tosses ahead, Wheeler extra feed. Oh, that was pretty, plus the foul.
I'm very grateful to be one of the ones that, put the bricks down.
Mitchell finished top 10 in the league in scoring in 2020, 2021, again in 2022, for a fourth straight time in 2023, and you guessed it, top 10 in scoring in the 2024 season 2.
Kelsey Mitchell's significance to the Indiana Fever goes far beyond her on-court stats. She's the backbone of the team, and her impact is undeniable. Head coach Stephanie White has repeatedly praised Mitchell's relentless work ethic and her unwavering commitment to the game. The Fever didn't just talk the talk. They backed it up by designating Mitchell as a core player and offering her a supermax contract worth nearly $4 million for the 2025 season. But for Mitchell, it's about more than just the paycheck. As she puts it, Indiana has been my second home since I went pro. The warmth and support from the team played a massive role in her decision to stay. She also expressed her excitement about teaming up with Caitlin Clark, directly addressing and dispelling any rumors about tension between them. Mitchell's loyalty and love for the team are undeniable. She's all in, and the future looks bright.
Then I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark, who just ran the basketball world. So I think together we hope to make you guys proud. We hope to make you guys feel like you're a part of our success and our journey. And I'm here. Let's do this. Let's go.
Kelsey Mitchell's decision to stay with the Indiana Fever isn't just a basketball story. It's a testament to loyalty, growth, and the power of community. It's about a player who chose to stick by her team through the highs and lows, and a franchise that believed in her potential long before her breakout performances. As the Fever set their sights on the future, Kelsey Mitchell stands at the forefront, ready to take on any challenge and prove that the best stories often come from those who defy expectations. Now let's talk about team chemistry for a moment. You know how some folks claim it's overrated? Well, the Indiana Fever are shutting down that narrative. While Sheryl Swoopes was busy spinning stories of locker room drama, the Fever were quietly and steadily building something far more valuable, a tight-knit, cohesive team that thrives together. The power of trust, belief, and unity is what makes the Fever more dangerous than ever.
I'm a Fever girl again. I'm a Fever girl. I'm excited. Kind of missed this court. Yeah, I'm a Fever girl again. A lot went into this decision based on what I needed for myself and for, obviously, for my family, my friends. And India's a second home, so I thought I'd give this thing a go.
Remember that time Lexi Hull spilled the tea on that hilarious practice moment? It was pure comedy gold, and the way she described it had everyone in stitches.
There was one practice, Christy turns on loud music because I can't remember where we were going, but we knew the arena was going to be loud. And so she turns on this loud music, and Caitlin screams, she's like, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." And everyone's like, what? And Christy reacted and said, "What did you say?" And she repeated it. And all of us were just we were all dying because if I would have said that, if anyone on our team would have said that and then been asked, "What did you say?" and you repeat it, no one else is repeating it, but she did. And it was the funniest thing. We're all rolling on the ground laughing.
This kind of connection is reshaping their entire game. As Paul puts it, we play harder for each other because we know we've got each other's backs. And it's not just empty words. It's a real shift in mindset that's fueling every play, every possession, and every victory. This newfound unity is driving them to levels they've never reached before, showing just how powerful true team chemistry can be on the court.
And it's hard. It's easy to say, yeah, don't read it. But everybody does a little bit. And I think it's having that support system to help keep you on track. The biggest thing is finding people to kind of get you out of that cycle and get you to thinking about the positive things you did, even though a lot of times people online aren't talking about the positive things.
Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark aren't just coexisting. They're thriving together in a way that's redefining what it means to be teammates. Mitchell has been the heartbeat of the Indiana Fever for years, averaging an impressive 19.2 points per game last season. And then there's Clark, who didn't just meet expectations in her rookie season, she obliterated them. When Mitchell re-signed with the Fever, Clark was one of the first to show her excitement, reposting the news with a playful duh, but that simple gesture speaks volumes. It's not just support between teammates, it's pure sisterhood, a bond that goes beyond the game, showing how powerful real chemistry can be.
Just figure out where this program's going, what we're trying to accomplish, and based on the way in which I like to see myself playing. I could do that with people like Caitlin, people like AB, people like Liz. The list goes on with Lexi Hall, Grace Berger. So I'm excited about the group we have. And I get to play alongside some really great people. So here's to being a Fever girl.
The long-term impact of this chemistry between Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark could be nothing short of transformative. Teams with solid, unwavering bonds don't just survive, they thrive. They weather the storms of tough losses, bounce back quicker, and perform at their best when the pressure is on. For the Indiana Fever, who fought tooth and nail to make their first playoff appearance since 2016, this could be the catalyst for sustained success. While others might focus on drama and locker room whispers, the true story of the Fever lies in their unity and unshakable belief in each other. With stars like Mitchell and Clark leading the charge, the team is not just talking about a bright future, they're actively shaping it. And the best part? This is only the beginning. The Fever are building something special, and the sky's the limit for what they can accomplish together.
To the fans, I think you guys are a big part of my decision, a part of Indiana being home for me. The fans have also grown to be, family for me. So knowing what the atmosphere feels like, some of the love that was poured into me down the stretch of last year, I feel great about it. So I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful.
Karma has a way of delivering its lessons in the most unexpected ways, and Kelsey Mitchell just proved it. By re-signing with the Indiana Fever, she shut down the rumors and trash talk swirling around locker room drama, especially from Sheryl Swoopes. This isn't just a win for Mitchell, it's a massive victory for the Fever organization and the entire WNBA. Mitchell's decision speaks volumes about loyalty, commitment, and what it truly means to build a team culture from the ground up. With the stars like Mitchell and Caitlin Clark leading the way, the Fever are no longer just dreaming about a bright future, they're making it a reality. They're proving that with hard work, dedication, and unity, even teams in smaller markets can create something truly special. This could be the spark that inspires a new wave of players to follow suit, prioritizing community and cohesion over petty drama. The Fever aren't just waiting for greatness, they're actively laying the foundation for it, brick by brick. And this is only the beginning. With the future of women's basketball being shaped by these players, you won't want to miss what comes next. The excitement is building, and the potential is limitless. Are you ready to be a part of it? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.